Hello everyone, and welcome to this flow practice for Moon in Pisces. Pisces governs the feet, and so we'll be working a lot with the feet today, and then we'll also be working with the sacral chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. So coming into a comfortable seat, just bringing the hips onto the heels. You can bring your palms down on your thighs and just roll your shoulders back and close the eyes down. And then with the eyes closed, either option to just stay as they are, or you can begin to roll them up and back towards the back of your skull. And we'll do 3 ohms. So taking a deep inhale in through the nose, full exhale out through the mouth. Inhale to Om. Om. 2 more, breathing in. Om. 1 more, breathing in. Om. Just beginning to place your hands over top of your heart space, gently tucking the chin down, and bowing into yourself. And just letting the breath move fluidly here, in and out through the nose. And gently beginning to lift the back of the head. Let's turn over onto hands and knees, coming into a tabletop, and just begin to bring the knees wide, draw the hips to the heels, and reach the arms out long in front, bringing your third eye down to rest on the earth beneath you. And feel your shins softening down, gently engaging the abdominals here as your hips hinge, drawing the belly towards the earth. And you can even make this a bit more active by activating the hamstrings and the calves towards each other, supporting the knee joints. Maybe feeling a bit more space opening up in the sacral. And let's take one more deep inhale through the nose. Full audible exhale, sigh it out. And just begin to pull the palms back and curl your spine up. You can draw the knees towards each other and just bring the toes to tuck, getting the pinky toes tucked under. And then bringing the palms down on the thighs, rolling the shoulders back. Continuing to feel the chest expand and the spine lift, and gently letting the tailbone soften to the heels. Inner thighs will squeeze together. Gently turn on the hamstrings and lift from your pelvis, and breathe here for 5 breaths. Might help to close the eyes and roll them up and back. And just letting any thoughts that are coming up to arise without attachment, and then coming back to your breath. I am grounded, I am stable, I am nourished. I am grounded, I am stable, I am nourished. Good, let's breathe in, drawing the breath in through the nose. Full audible exhale, sigh it out. Ground the palms in front and just begin to patter out the tops of the feet. And then begin to tuck the toes, lift the knees and lift the hips back and up for downward facing dog, bending one knee and the other, rocking the hips from side to side and spreading your fingers wide, feeling your knuckles rooting into the earth. And then eventually finding stillness. You can either bend the knees, drawing the belly to the thighs, or you can reach the heels towards the earth, lengthening the spine long. Maybe bringing weight to the inner edges of the feet and then pulling the feet apart to feel inner activation up the legs. And begin to sweep your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. And exhale, draw your right knee to nose, squeeze knee to nose. And gently land your right foot between the hands. Rise onto the ball of your left foot and curl the spine all the way up, reaching the arms high overhead. Lift your gaze, soften in your shoulders, and really press that right foot down and gently pull the right heel back to turn on the hamstring. Keep your breath going here. And then begin to pivot your left heel down and open to your warrior two, softening in the shoulders. You can gaze gently over your right middle finger. And as you inhale, sweep the arms high, lift your gaze. Interlace for Kali Mudra. Pointer fingers stretch tall towards the sky, left thumb over right. Pivot your left heel in towards your right foot and then bend the knees. You're coming into Utthita Konasana, goddess. Gently turning the pelvis in one direction, just taking some slow pelvic circles. And allowing the breath to continuously be stable and fluid. And then coming back through center and reverse your pelvic circles. And feeling all four corners of your feet connecting to the earth. And then coming back through center, lift your right heel and press the ball of your right foot into the ground and breathe. Lift from your pelvis. And gaze can be up or forward or down, finding what feels comfortable for you. Lower your right heel and then lift your left heel. Press the ball of your left foot down, lift from your pelvis, lengthen your spine. Feel the ground supporting you as you connect your feet firmly into the earth and then build strength up the legs all the way up the spine. Exhale, lower that left heel, bring your hands to heart, pivot your left heel back, turn your right toes forward, come back into your warrior two. And let's float your left arm forward, pivot off your left heel, and tap your left knee down as you exhale, bring your hands to heart. Angle your left toes to the right, and then open back up. You're in a half warrior two. And then begin to bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot, sweeping your left arm overhead. And you can come onto a block here or bring your fingertips down or the palm down. And then pressing your right knee into your right bicep. Think of gently tucking your tailbone and tilting the front of your pelvis towards the top left edge of your mat, and then lean your left shoulder back. Reaching out with your left fingertips, feeling your whole body here integrating into the shape. Nereke neshekete ai. Kure nashekete nihea wakete. Exhale, lower your left hand down, pivot your left foot back behind the knee. Press into the palms and then lift your right knee back. Begin to draw your right knee to right elbow. Extend your right leg out long and land the inner edge of your right foot down. Take an inhale into your cat shape, press to the outer edge of your right foot, and exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the ground away. Inhale, lift your tailbone, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the ground away, gaze to your navel. One more time, inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press the ground away. Come through neutral spine. Let's begin to push into the ground firmly with both hands. Lift your right leg, bend the knee, and draw the knee back down to the ground. You can hug the elbows back and in, lower your chest and chin, lift the knees, lower your pelvis, and untuck the toes as you come into your baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes and push up to tabletop or plank, and lift your hips back and up for downward facing dog. And you can take some intuitive movements here, finding what feels good for you or coming into stillness. Softening in the shoulders, see if you can release any tension in the neck. Slow the breath down. Maybe closing the eyes down and rolling the eyes towards the back of the skull. Mere ekene shekete ai, nure e hayate, nere kune shekatai, shete awa shukete. On the inhale, let's sweep your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee to nose. Begin to step your left foot between the hands. Ground your left foot and slowly curl the spine all the way up. Reaching the arms high overhead. Come onto the ball of your right foot, lifting the heel. And gently pulling that left heel back to turn on the hamstring. Lift from your pelvis and then pivot your right heel down and open to your warrior two, gazing over your left middle finger. Slow your breathing. Maybe soften in the wrists. Wiggle your fingers. And then begin to inhale, reach the arms high. Let's interlace for Kali Mudra and pivot your right heel in this time towards your left heel. You're coming into Utthita Konasana. Gaze can be up towards your hands, or you can keep the gaze forward or tuck the chin. And you're taking some circles into the pelvis, moving in one direction, grounding both of your feet down firmly into the earth. Coming through center and then reversing your direction of your pelvic circles. Let the shoulders relax and continue to really lift up from the pelvis. Coming back through center, let's lift onto the ball of your left heel, pressing the foot down and lifting the heel. And then lowering that left heel down and then lift onto the ball of your right heel. Onto the ball of your right foot, lifting the right heel. And then lower that right foot down. Maybe come up onto the ball of both feet now, lifting both heels. Lengthen the spine, slow your breath. And then slowly lower both heels down. Let's pivot your left toes forward. Ground into the ball of the right foot and pivot the right heel back as you come into your warrior two. Slowing the breath. And just noticing the body and space here. Feeling all four corners of your feet. The heel, the big toe, the pinky edge, the outer edge, the inner edge, all connecting with the earth. Float your right arm forward, pivot off your right heel. And exhale, lower down to that right knee. Angle your right toes to the left. And then open the arms out. You're in your half warrior two. Lifting up from the pelvis, softening in the shoulders. Slowing your breathing even more. And then begin to bring your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot or on a prop if you use one on the other side, and reach that right arm alongside your ear. Lean the head back and gently tilt the front of your pelvis towards the top right corner of your mat. Let the shoulders relax. Nere kene sheketai. Ire kune sheketeai. Nire kurea. Shukte nihe shete. As you exhale, let's lower your right hand down and bring the right toes back behind the knee. And just begin to float your left foot back and lift the left knee. So you're coming into a donkey kick. And then begin to draw that left knee towards your left elbow. Extend the leg out and lower to your left foot, coming onto the inner edge and then the outer edge. Pressing both palms down, take an inhale into your cat or into your cow, and exhale into your cat. You find what way feels better. You can do cat-cow or cow-cat. This is your practice. There's no real right or wrong way. It's all exploration and being curious and being as present as we can with our breath and with the sensations, and being an observer to our thoughts. Coming back through center, pressing into the ground with both hands firmly. You can lift your left leg, bend the knee, and slowly lower that knee down. Tuck the toes and lift the hips back and up for downward facing dog. And just bending one knee and the other. And just a quick downward dog here, a short downward dog. And then begin to ripple the spine forward into your plank and lower to the knees. Tuck the toes and draw the hips back to the heels as you curl all the way up, bringing your hands onto the thighs. We are doing this again as you soften the shoulders. And gently activate behind the knees. You can squeeze the hamstrings to the calves, lift from your pelvis, and then gently squeeze the inner thighs together. And just let yourself breathe into the sensations in the body. Maybe connecting in with your heart space as a point of nourishment and expansion, to just know that that's always there, and then always feeling the fluidity of the breath as well, flowing in. The breath is always coming in to support you. And if you need to take a break, you can always take a break and come back in. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. See if you can relax the jaw. Maybe giving the jaw just a gentle shake and gently turning a smile onto your face. Just signaling to yourselves, you are safe. I am safe. And then beginning to ground the palms out in front, you can patter the tops of the feet down. Tuck the toes, hug the elbows back and in, lower your chest and chin, lift the knees and lower your pelvis, untuck the toes, and as you inhale, come into your baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes, press up tabletop or plank, and lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, audible exhale. Begin to come on to your right forearm and then your left forearm, coming into dolphin pose. Walking the feet closer towards your elbows and then pressing the feet down firmly. Heels can lower and then you're pulling the feet apart gently. Feel the inner lines of the legs activate. And really feel your lower abs gently activate. Let the breath continue to flow. And slowing the breath. Mere kene sheketaya, shure shekete nihe shinatai. And stepping the feet back, lower to the knees. And just allow the belly to come onto the thighs. Bring your third eye down and let the arms come alongside the legs. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Breathe into the back of the lungs, expanding the breath around the rib cage, and exhale, sigh it out. Letting your third eye connect with the earth. Mure kune sheketei, shure shunatai, ire kure shukete. And then beginning to gently curl the spine all the way up. Let's rise onto the shins. Begin to tuck your toes. And bring your right hand to heel as you reach your left arm overhead. Lift your heart high towards the sky and let your gaze follow your left fingertips. Press your knees down and then they won't move, but almost gently try to activate the inner legs by pulling the knees apart and gently squeezing your glutes. And slowly rising up as you inhale, right arm reaches high. Left hand to heel, right arm reaches overhead. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. And same thing, knees will ground and gently pull apart and glutes are activated to support the low back. Good, slowly rising up. Let's reach the arms high. Lift your gaze and exhale, bring your hands to heart. Draw your right foot forward, ground the sole of the foot down, tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and then hinge over that right thigh. Press your heel down and draw your left knee to nose and squeeze it in nice and slow. And then begin to extend your left leg back long, reach the arms out in front, come into your Kali Mudra, into Warrior 3. Slow your breathing here. Allow your right ankle to wobble and then just focus on grounding your right foot down into the earth. Let your shoulders relax and focus on feeling the strength around the spine. Maybe pressing your left foot back as though it was pushing into a wall. And then slowly beginning to rise up, draw your left knee forward. Open that knee out and bring the sole of your left foot to the inner right ankle, calf or thigh, or onto your right thigh if you're feeling more open in that left hip. Coming into Vrksasana, tree pose. Maybe just let your branches flow here. Finding some fluidity in the arms, some release in the shoulders, and then feel your right foot rooting down as you lift your spine, lift from the pelvis, and lengthen all the way up through the neck and the top of your crown. Mere eke neshikete shurenete nire kane achitai. Mure kuneshikete. Exhale, hands to heart. Pivot your left knee forward and lower the left foot down, bringing the big toes together to touch. Bend the knees and then begin to come onto the ball of your feet, lifting the heels. Reach your arms behind and then begin to either keep your arms behind or take a bind, interlacing the fingers. Pointer fingers stretch back, keep the heels lifted, squeeze the inner thighs together. Slow the breath. And just continue to keep the breath nice and slow. And then begin to slowly lower the heels and reach the arms alongside the ears. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart. Good. Begin to ground your right foot and step your left foot back. Lower to the left knee and reach your arms high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart and just step your right foot back as well, coming onto both knees. Bring the palms down. Hug the elbows back and in, lower your chest and chin. Lift the knees, lower your pelvis, untuck the toes, and inhale, baby cobra. I have all these beautiful plants around me. I love you. Exhale, press up, tabletop or plank, and lift your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Bending one knee and the other, pedaling it out. Take a deep inhale, breathing in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. Finding your stillness or your movement, just whatever feels aligned for you. Mere e kene shekete ai, shure shukete. This time let's lower onto the left forearm and then the right, and then begin to walk the feet forward. Coming into Dolphin pose, Ardha Pincha Mayurasana. Feel your palms connecting to the ground, feel your forearms connecting, and then lift your hips high. And then feel your hip flexors, the muscles that help you hinge from your pelvis, activate as you press your feet down and pull the feet apart. And inner lines of the legs will turn on too, and just continue to breathe here. Feeling the sensations just as energy, without story, without attachment. And slowly lower to the knees. Bring your hips to the heels. And just melt the belly over the thighs. Let your third eye come down towards the earth and let your arms come alongside the legs, palms face up. Slow your breath and breathe into the back of the lungs. Sigh it out with an audible exhale. Feeling your third eye grounding into the earth beneath you. Releasing any tension from the jaw. And then beginning to gently drop the sit bones down and curl the spine all the way up as you rise onto the shins. Bringing your left hand to heel, let's reach your right arm overhead, activate the glutes and lift your heart high. Let your gaze follow your right fingertips. Roll your shoulders back and gently turn on the muscles on the back of the heart space. Nere eke neshekete, kure nuke ai, nure konesheketai. As you inhale, reach the right arm high and slowly rise up. Left arm follows. Big inhale. And slowly bring your right hand to right heel and reach your left arm overhead. Let the gaze follow your left fingertips as you roll your shoulders back, lift your heart high, softening in the jaw. Breathing nice and deep here. Allow the muscles around the neck to relax by activating the muscles on the back of the heart space, the T-spine area. Mure kunishikite ai. Shure shunete. Nire kunishikite. Nihe nuke ai. Shukte nihe. As you inhale, reach that left arm high and let the right arm follow. Big inhale, right arm reaches. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. And gently step your left foot forward in front. Tuck your right toes and lift the right knee. And then begin to hinge over your left thigh, sweeping the arms behind. And then bringing your hands to heart. Ground your left foot and slowly rise up into your warrior three. Reaching the arms out in front, softening in the shoulders, and flexing your back toes down towards the earth, letting that left ankle wobble. Releasing any tension in the neck as you press your left foot down and lift from your pelvis so you're not dumping weight on that left hip. Good, let's bring your hands to heart. Bend your right knee and slowly draw that right knee to nose. And we're going to squeeze it and then slowly curl up, reaching the arms high. Open that right knee out and come into your tree pose. So bringing the sole of the right foot to your inner left ankle, calf, thigh, or the outer edge of your right foot onto that left thigh. Press your left foot down and reach the arms high, and same thing, let your branches flow here. Nere ekene shekete. Nureai nukete. Slowing the breath, rooting into all four corners of that left foot, pressing down into that left foot and then lifting from the pelvis. Nere ekene shiketaya, shure shukte nihe mihe kuna shikete. As you exhale, let's bring your hands to heart. Pivot your right knee forward and slowly lower that right foot to meet the left. Bringing the knees together, come into Utkatasana, chair pose, and then rise onto the balls of your feet. Reach the arms behind, and you can either stay here or take a bind with your hands, lifting your heels high and squeezing the inner thighs together. And turning a smile onto your face, lift from your pelvis, squeeze the inner thighs together, slow the breath, soften the shoulders. Nere eke neshakataya, minehe neshekete, ire kuneshiketai. As you exhale, lower to the heels, inhale, arms reach alongside the ears. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's ground the palms and step back with both feet into plank pose. You can lower to the knees. Hug the elbows back and in, lower chest and chin. Lift your knees, lower the pelvis, untuck the toes and inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes, press up, tabletop or plank, and lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Full exhale. Let's lower to the knees. Draw the hips to the heels. Last one here, tuck the toes. Get the pinky toes tucked under. And bring the hands onto the thighs. Roll the shoulders back, release tension in the jaw, close the eyes down, and then roll the eyes towards the back of the skull. Turning a gentle smile onto your face. Mere e keneshite, nure ya kure shukatai, ture note, mike e shunate, shikte neshitai. Exhale, ground the palms and pat out the tops of the feet. And then just begin to melt the belly over the thighs, coming into your closed-legged child's pose, bringing the third eye down towards the ground. And just breathing into the back of the lungs here. Maybe bringing your hands around your ankles and then lifting the hips, coming onto the crown of the head. Let your shoulders relax from the ears and continue to breathe into the back of the shoulders as you lift your hips. And pressing the shins down. And slowly begin to land the hips back to the heels and curl the spine all the way up. I have sticks in my hair coming onto your sit bones. The beauty of doing yoga in the forest. And then beginning to ground the soles of the feet. Reach the arms out long and slowly curl yourself onto your spine. And just allowing yourself to relax down here, drawing the knees in towards the chest, and then begin to open them and bring your hands to the outer edges of the feet, coming into happy baby. And it might feel good to bend and extend one knee and then the other. And then slowly making your way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. And just finding where you feel comfortable here, maybe putting on some layers if that feels good, and just allowing your body to be held by the earth beneath you. You can let the palms turn up, fingertips curl in, and slow the breath down. And we'll end the practice the same way we began, with our Shambhavi Mudra. So closing the eyes down and then rolling the eyes up and back towards the back of the skull. And ending with the sound of 3 ohms. So breathing in through the nose. Full audible exhale out through the mouth. 2 more like that. Breathing in through the nose. Full audible exhale out through the mouth. And 1 more, breathing in through the nose. Full audible exhale out through the mouth. Keep the eyes rolling back and we'll do Om. So breathing in to Om. Om. 2 more, breathing in. And 1 more, breathing in. And then letting yourself fully soften, letting the sound of Om vibrate through all of your cells. And giving yourself this time in your Shavasana to rest for as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope this practice has left you feeling deeply connected to your intuition and deeply connected to your flow and to trust in your flow and in your path. Namaste.